Hey, you guys, let me know if you can hear me. I'm actually using a different device today that I never use. So for some reason, StreamYards wasn't working on my laptop. That's why I had to schedule so many lives and delete them. So let me know if you can hear me, if this sounds okay. This is going to be a lot of talking. We're not going to be reacting to videos or showing anybody's um, lives. We're going to be doing a lot of talking right now. Um, I have screenshots and things of proof I can read out to you and send to you personally if you want them. Um, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Hey, everybody. Hey, Ray. Hi, Elizabeth, Jennifer. Hello, Hyde. Hello, Mrs. Morris. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, let's see. Tommy, hello. Bankruptcy department. That picture, though. Oh, my goodness. Livy, good to see you. Okay, so, you can hear me. Okay. All right. Yeah, I would say good morning, but I didn't sleep, you guys. I hardly slept last night. Trigger warning. We're going to be talking about heavy subjects in the beginning, and then we will move on to lighter topics, such as Missy Moo and Marty's notes. It's odd that I have to consider those lighter topics right now, but that's just where we're at. Start at the beginning. So I don't watch Kaya. I don't know a lot of what goes on over there. I know a lot of people like her. That's all I know. I know she reacts to foodie much more than that. I have never been a supporter of her content, but I know she was well loved in this community. So I will say that. I think a lot of people are hurt right now. Anyways, I'm minding my own business, being nosy on Twitter, and I start seeing people talking about Kaya and very serious allegations against her boyfriend, partner, whatever. Um, and my first thought was like, well, people lie about me. People say I punched my grandpa, everything else. Like, people lie all the time. Like, I need to know more info because you just got to give that to people sometimes. You just need to give them a bit of space to explain, or you just need to. So I started watching more. I went and found her stream. Hey, Kara. Hey, Fabs. I know I'm starting from the beginning. I'm starting from the beginning, just where I saw everything happen, which is on Twitter. So minding my own business, nosing around, looking for news about Marty or Foodie Beauty or whatever else, and I start seeing allegations, right? I didn't see proof of anything yet, but I have proof. I've seen proof. It's bad. It's really, really bad. It's not something you can explain away. It's nothing. So anyways, I see this stuff on Twitter, so I go and watch her stream. And it was sickening. As I'm watching, I start looking and seeing proof of 8 felony charges of kidnapping, of pandering, proof that he has to spend 25 years on a registry for offenders against children. He tried to get it reduced and everything else. They said, nope, you're not being on it for 10 years. You get 25 years on this. Um, hey, Becca. Oh, Mrs. Morris. Yeah, she's a reaction channel. It's a mess. So I see this proof with my own eyes as I'm listening to her take zero accountability, place the blame on the victim, say her boyfriend's going to come on Sunday and tell his side of the story. Hey, Aaron. So I wanted to know more info, and I saw Jessica Meska was covering it. And I went into that live stream, and I learned way much more. And for once, I have to say, I agreed with everything Jessica said. And that doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen very often at all. And I heard Jessica Meska stick up for this victim more than I saw even Kaya's subscribers. um, and really make really good points. So I want to start off saying that too. For once in my life, I agreed with Jessica Meska on many things. I had a shitty time sleeping. I'm going to get more into it, you guys, I promise. I had a shitty time sleeping. So I woke up and, hey, T, hey, Girl, I told you a long time ago I didn't like her. Might have occasional IBS, but my gut is never wrong. You did tell me that. You did. Thank you so much for the super chat. I would sing to you right now, but I just don't feel like it's. I'll sing to you later, T, I promise. I don't think I could burst out in song right now. I'm really sorry, but you did tell me. And you know what, T, I will to say this. You tell me things a lot. And I'm like, oh no, but maybe they're really nice. And I always end up finding something out. So, yeah. Hey, Joe. Hey, Goth. I can't believe it either, Green Dragon. So things are already bad. We're learning about all of his charges. And basically, I have to be blunt with the terms and everything else. So this is going to be really hard to hear. Kaya's boyfriend was pimping out a minor. It's public record. It's everywhere. I'm not showing it on the screen. If you want to see proof, I have it. But he was pimping out a minor. And the A What stream, I think that's what the channel is called, where they both went on panel and talked about it, was absolutely disgusting. I remember specifically her boyfriend saying at one point she wanted to be a hoe, so she hoed. We made her a hoe. It's a child. And they're trying to make it sound like she lied about her age and she really wanted this to happen. The lack of accountability is absolutely appalling. The lack of blaming a victim is absolutely the blaming a victim is absolutely disgusting. People don't just wind up as a sex offender on a registry. That doesn't just happen. You don't just get charged with kidnapping. You don't just get 8 felonies. The guy pleaded guilty so he would get less time. He would have been in for 20 to 24 for kidnapping and has no regrets. Yeah, he served 5 years for it. I wrote some notes because I had to, like, stuff like this, I have to like write things down, but I'm a little bit shocked at the people still supporting her and trying to find a reason that a child must have been pimped. There must be some other reason, right? No. No. We all make mistakes. We all have a past, but this is something beyond what drunk tanks and bad credit and whatever else. Like, this is beyond. Like, an actual child was sold. Do you get that? You guys do, like, comprehend that, please. An actual child was sold and they were perfectly okay with it because it's her fault and she wasn't a victim. They said that numerous times on A What's panel. She wasn't a victim. She wasn't a victim. She wanted to be hoed, so she was hoed. That's how they speak of a child. Yeah, Meadowcat, I don't get it. And like, I know a lot of people, not a lot, but I know people that watch me also watch her. So like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody or piss anybody off, but like, this is something you can't ignore. A child was sold, bottom line, for sex. And that child, I mean, mind you, time has gone on, is an adult. But they made some comments too about like, well, she's not a child anymore. Like when people were talking about she's still a victim, like she was a child when it happened, she was still a victim. The boyfriend flat out said like, she's not even a child anymore. When you hurt a child like that, you don't just undo it once you become an adult. They're not just magically cured and healed once they're an adult and all the pain and trauma goes away. You gave them scars that they're going to bear for life, and they will never, ever be normal again. And I want to say this too. I don't care if she was a child who thought she wanted to do it, like they keep justifying. I don't care. A child can't make these huge, big decisions. Like their brain isn't even fully developed enough to comprehend everything. Like they look to adults for you to lead them and guide them and tell them what the right thing to do is. So if a bunch of adults are telling her it's okay to be pimped out, she's going to think it's okay to be pimped out. This is so upsetting, you guys. I'm so sorry. It's like, oh, call it what it is. Let me see. That child was trafficked. She was. And like I said, I don't know if I was expecting to hear something different out of Kaya, some sort of reason she stayed with this man for 12 years. And all we got was he picked her up from the ground. He picked her up from the ground. I never want to hear that saying again in my life. Like I had to hear it so many times. And She would never be with somebody for 12 years because she was a victim too. You know what that tells me? People who are often assaulted and stuff like that, for some reason, they're like, I don't know how to word this right, but I feel like because she was hurt as a child, she's like looking past what he did and he's manipulating her. It's almost like she's being gaslit into believing this situation wasn't what it is. And I'm not taking any blame off her because the charges are out there. Like, she can look and see, okay, this happened. This isn't okay. I should probably leave this man. But no, he pays the bills, so she has to stay. That's pretty much her reasoning she gave. Um, and his excuse of, oh, she's been doing that before me. Yeah, after me is, yeah, he said she did it before me. She did it after me. It's no excuse. Hey, Majestic. Hey, everybody. Chandra, thank you so much for the super chat. Like I said, I will owe you guys all songs. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I just don't feel right bursting out in song right now. This isn't like that kind of a live right now. Maybe later because we're going to talk about other things. But I just wanted to like make sure you guys are okay, kind of check in with everybody else. I know this was really shocking. The words that came out of this vile man's mouth were sickening, and she kept defending him. That was it. And she truly showed to me she's one of those women who will defend the man against anything. The woman is always wrong. The child will always be wrong. The man is always right because he pays her bills and he picked her up off the ground. It's getting really hard to listen to, but I didn't even want to talk about this, but it's like you have to. You have to. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but like, I know she's dragged people for being grape apologists and for assaulting people and everything else. Like, she's dragged countless people for it. Foodie Beauty Natter, I don't know who else, I guess 2 people. And then look at what she has in her home. Look what she has in her home. I don't know if she realizes how serious it is, but I'm going to say this, like, anybody can look her up now. She's like, because he lives in her home, like, her house is known as the sex offender house. She's that house you stay away from. You tell the kids not to go past. Like, does she realize how bad that is? I don't know what it's going to take, but she was so brainwashed, you guys, hearing her. It's not his fault. He's the victim. He's the victim. The child was wrong. She wanted to be trafficked. Let's see. Camp said, I think she needs to shut down her channel. It's over for her. No redeeming this. No, there's not. Archie said, those poor kids, there's no telling what has happened to them. My heart breaks for them. And like, he's a big guy, like not practically, like around Foodie Beauty's size. Like, it's just, it's scary to even think about. It's scary that, I just hope no kids come to their home. I really do. And I feel like, I know people are going to be mad at me for saying that, but no. Chicken Pickle said in chat over in Yaba's live that he has a criminal record from 2014 of illegal restraint and physical. Do you know what of someone that would be within the 12-year period with her? Wow. Kaya Simon's life. Tia. Hi, welcome, by the way. I know this is why there are so many of us victims. Exactly. I deal daily with workers, and I can tell you one thing, that child was trafficked and manipulated. I know. The charges are absolutely disgusting to read. Hyde, yeah, this isn't a good topic to be listening to at work. I totally understand if you have to dip out. All right, let me make sure I'm seeing everybody. It's okay, Desiree. I was so pissed off seeing Barbie banned that I didn't see anything else this morning. I heard, yeah, Barbie was banned in Kuwait. She's rooting for Marty for going after Cyrex, and she has this man living in her house. Yeah, that's wild to me. Camp said they watched some of your content, Goth. Hashtag survivors. Definitely. It's so sad, you guys. Like, ugh. So I wrote a few notes, and then we're going to talk about Missy Moo. I think that's really all, like, what else can you say on this? You know, she said he's coming on her channel. How long did he get? I think he got 10 years, but he served 5. Breezy, how and why was this brought up in the first place? Somebody found out and it spread like wildfire on Twitter. So then I just started listening for more information. Like, this can't be right. This can't be right. Like, they have to have the wrong person. Like Kaya, who goes so hard and like about child essay, who hates people who do that. Like, there has to be some other explanation. And I listened to Kaya's stream. I listened to Jessica Meska's. I woke up and watched the last part of A What. Um, there's no, there's nothing. There's nothing you can say to explain this away or make it better or anything. And the more Kaya and her boyfriend did that on that panel, the more guilty and worse they sounded. Let's see. No essay should ever be let out early. We need to change the laws. I agree. Jay the Pie Thief said, Kaya got so upset about this topic before. It's very shocking / upsetting. This all came out. Ariel said he probably feels like he shouldn't have been charged to begin with, and the criminal system is wrong. He's the victim because he was punished. That's it. He truly thinks he's the victim. And Kaya is telling him still he's the victim and did nothing wrong, and it's the child's fault. And all she says to, like, you know, her reason for justifying and thinking it's okay to be with him and stay with him for 12 years is because he picked her up off the ground. He picked her up off the ground at the lowest point. He picked her up off the lowest ground at the point. That's all she repeats. That's all she repeats. And he pays the bills. Who cares? Who cares? Go broke. Go broke. At least you won't be known as the person who's a grape apologist or an essay trafficking apologist. Wouldn't you rather be known as the broke bee than the person who stayed with a man who hurts children? I'd rather live in a box than be known as that. Arrested after his release. Has he not been on parole probation? I would assume he has to be if he's on a registry, right? No. He could have served his probe. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works. They both think they are the victim. They do, and it's gross. My ex felt like that when he put his hands on me. Anyone that doesn't feel remorse is not a good person. Agreed. Majestic, have a great day. I'd rather live in a cardboard box than stay with a man like that. Same. Exactly. Hey, Erin. What panel was Kaya and her boyfriend on? So let me share the link. It's A What. That's the channel name. Let me get it for you guys. I will link it, and then we're going to move on to something else. I'm not going to be replaying these streams. I don't think I could listen to any more of it, to be honest. Like, and then for some reason, which doesn't make sense to me, is doesn't Kaya go live all the time? Not all the time, but like daily, consistently. Suddenly, she doesn't have time to talk about this any further until Sunday. I find that really odd. I feel like people who do that and don't address things right away in more detail or anything, like, they're trying to get their story together and come up with something better. Like, there's no reason. He was on A What's panel last night, but he can't talk about it again till Sunday. Like, come on. All right, let me find the channel, you guys. I know it's A What. Actually, let me just look in my history. So, give me a second. Okay. So the part where Kaya and her boyfriend come on is around, like, I don't know, look for a little around an hour and a half into the stream. He comes on at the end, but she does come on panel to protect her man. So let's share this link. She doesn't really want anybody talking about it, it seems like. I've seen her in comment sections like, just don't speak for me. Somebody has to speak for you because your brain isn't working right now, and you're justifying and telling this man he's done nothing wrong. So somebody has to speak for you and say, hey, this man hurt children, and Kaya finds nothing wrong with it, but yet she's going to drag other offenders or people on here and act like it's so upsetting when look who's laying in bed with her. It is too much. It is 2 hours, 21 minutes. Okay, thank you, you guys. 2 hours and 20. Okay, someone said 2 hours, 21 minutes. Blondie said that. Nancy said 2:12. Just go around 2 hours, you guys. Sorry, I had the timing wrong. Okay, hi, little brown dog. All right, I'm just going to read to you guys like my little thoughts I put into a paragraph on here. and then we're going to go into Missy Moo. So I said, thoughts on Kaya? I just don't want to hear excuses. People don't just end up on a registry like that, let alone placed on it for 25 years. So he will be a registered offender for everybody to see for 25 years, you guys. That just doesn't happen by mistake. You don't get 8 felony charges charged with kidnapping, pandering, and child endangerment if there was no victim. Because they keep saying there's no victim, there's no victim. He was charged, there's a victim. There is a victim. But she continues to say there's no victim. I said there is a victim and it was a child, Kaya. What he did to that child can never be undone. The victim will carry those scars forever, while you guys have went on and carried about with your life. That child is going to remember this forever and not be trusting to people forever. She's probably going to fear men in general, never feel safe again, always looking over her shoulder. Kaya and her boyfriend carried on. She runs a YouTube channel. I really hope the victim is doing amazing wherever they are today. What he did could never be undone. The victim will carry those scars forever. I don't think her boyfriend should go on to tell his story on Sunday, because will the victim be able to tell their side of the story? Her boyfriend went on a panel and said he doesn't feel sorry for the victim because they aren't truly a victim. Wow. I said, it's obvious Kaya is a ride or die for this man and will just always make excuses. He can do no wrong. And they will always place blame on that victim. She isn't sorry for the child he hurt. She is sorry everybody knows about it now. The panel I watched just showed Kaya and her boyfriend aren't sorry, will never be sorry. It will always be the child's fault, never her man's fault, and I truly hope no kids visit their house. Before I stopped watching the panel, Kaya said it was a lifestyle the kid chose to live, so oh well. That's what she said, you guys. It was a lifestyle the child chose to live. And her boyfriend said, well, she wanted to be a hoe, so she hoed. Neither of them seem sorry or take any accountability, so with that, I won't be hearing Kaya out any further. And that's what I had to say about that. Hey, Dita, good to see you. I can't either, Oz. Hey, you're back on the Oz account. Sachi said, hey, hello, all. Going back to listen from the beginning. It's a lot, Sachi, so trigger warning. Messica is going live to cover this. Didn't she go live last night? She's going live to cover me talking about it, or she's going live again to talk about Kaya. But she refused to say child, just sickening. She did. Let's see. I'm glad I never watched her. Yeah, I never really got into her. I know I thought she was nice before, and then the little situation that happened with me and another creator, and she stuck up for him and basically hated me after that. Came for me quite a few times. But I never really put that much thought into it. It was just like, oh, well, like, she must really like that male creator. And now I just see a pattern. Like, it's always going to be the woman's fault. I don't know. I think, Chef, it was for 25 years. I don't know. 17, they claim to say it. And so, wow. I have so much. I'm disgusted. I know. This is really hard, you guys. I don't want to stay on it too much longer. I think there's a lot of people who have covered it. If you don't want to give Kaya the view, I know, like I said, Jessica Meska covered it. This will probably be the only time I'm shouting out her channel, to be honest. But I didn't listen to her whole stream, but the part I came in on, and I listened to a lot of it, she was spot on with everything she said. And I know she's very passionate about this topic, and I think she did really well covering it. And then you can check out the AWAT panel. I think I linked it. I did link it for you guys. This is so, I can't even think straight right now. It's just so upsetting. Hey, what a day. I know. I'm scared for what else the rest of the day is going to bring. Like, what else are we going to find out? That's where I heard about it all too. I couldn't stop listening. I was in shock. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Miss Powers, I saw you there. Hi. Yeah, I think a lot of us were in there. She had a lot of people in the chat. I think it'll be the one time I stand with Jessica. I agree with what she said, and I don't know. I think she covered it really well. I didn't watch the whole thing, so she ended up being disrespectful. Don't come for me. I just think she approached it very well. I think she didn't let Kaya slide. Um, but she did say she thinks that Kaya is being like manipulated or doesn't realize like the severity of the situation or is like just believing him for whatever reason. With that being said, Kaya needs to go reread the charges then and exactly what he was charged with. And I don't know how else to tell you. You don't just magically end up on a registry. You just don't. She duped us in our chat. She said there was no victim. I thought she was talking about teens in love for F's sake. She said no victim. There was a victim. Her boyfriend trafficked a child. It's out there. It's public record. It's a fact. Yeah, I would give A what the view. Yeah, definitely. If you don't want to give Mesca the view too, like I understand. Um, just give one of them the view because either way, I think you will learn a lot. And yeah. So either way, whoever I gave both of them the view. I even like the streams. Um, I may watch a little bit more of Mesca if she covers it, but I don't know that I care what has to be said on Sunday. Like what is going to be said that's going to change anyone's mind? Truthfully, like I pretty much know where I stand on this. A child is a victim. They are never, like, it's not the child's fault this happened at all. It never will be. And the whole excuse, well, she's a woman now or she's a grown up now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When she feels all her feelings from what happened to her, she will be back to a child again. You know, when you relive things, how you relive that moment as a child or as a teenager or whatever, she will always relive that. And it's not okay. I don't care if she's an adult now. I don't care. It doesn't make it any better. And I don't care if she thought she wanted to do that at the time. Like the whole saying that he said, well, she wanted to be hoed. So it was gross. That's disgusting. No, no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Claire. I hope today gets better for everybody and like especially the victim of this all because like they don't have a say in this. It's all being talked about. I feel even gross talking about it to be honest. Like they don't get to share their side of the story, you know? Um it's just I don't know. I think we should probably move on. I just want to make sure everybody's okay and that we're there for each other right now. I feel gaslit AF by last night's stream from Kaya. I was very confused. I have to say, I'm not saying anybody in particular. After I watched her stream, all the people saying like I'm not even going to say specific comments, but I saw a lot of things happen, and the person might have lied about their age, and we stand by you no matter what. Because it's just like no. So I hope that as more details go out, you guys are able to form a stronger opinion on this. I'm not telling anybody go harass Kaya. I don't think anybody wants Kaya to be harassed. Just know what you're supporting if you choose to keep supporting her. Megan said, if any of you need a friend, I'm here. Richard said, I'm good. All right, awesome. She used his name for her channel too. Yeah, that's why it's Kaya Simon. His last name is Simon. Or is it Simon? I don't know. What's disgusting is that Foodie Beauty will probably come to hurt their defense too. I think it could go one of two ways. She's either going to rage and be like, look at what Kaya did. So you guys have no room to call me a rapist apologist anymore. Look at Kaya. But it doesn't matter because Foodie Beauty, you still gave an alibi to Natter. So you're not like off the hook because Kaya's situation may seem worse. Like you're not off the hook. I think she's either going to scream about Kaya or she's going to defend her. I supported her and I am in a bad situation myself, but not with the person, and divorce was filed months. Okay, Sunshine Country Chickens. I don't know what to say to that. I hope your situation gets better too. It is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah, I can't get down with that mindset either. Things just don't happen, and this was not a victimless crime. Exactly. And I know this will be an opportune time for people to bring up my past, but Um, I expect it. People are going to be a bit, remember what Breezy did to get like the spotlight off Kaya, but like it's not about Breezy right now. It's not about Breezy and what Breezy did 20 years ago. Um, there's people literally excusing away what they did to a kid right now. Like, I just can't get with that. I can't wrap my minds around it. I don't think the child will ever be to blame, or the victim, I'm sorry, will ever be to blame. Um, they were charged for a reason with the felonies and kidnapping and everything else. So I know the law can mess up sometimes, but I don't believe so in this situation at all. Yeah, is there anybody in the chat who can, any of the mods, please, can somebody share a mental health hotline? Because this is going to be a lot for like a lot of people who, really loved Kaya as a creator. So, Megan says, see something, report it. Exactly. No victim blaming here. Exactly. Tom said, only saints should be reactors, so we won't all have to deal with this kind of surprises. I guess so. Moving on to people who thinks that they're saints and reactors, though. We're going to talk about Missy Moo's video. I just want to wrap this up, this topic about Kaya. I don't watch her enough to have an opinion about her. I just have an opinion about the situation and what she stands by. So I guess let's wrap that up. If anybody can share a number, if they can't, I will definitely share one in a second. Hold on. Let me just look for it now. Mental health hotline. Let's put national so everybody can. Okay. I think this. Whew. Sorry, you guys. My phone's thinking for a minute. 988. I see that. It just came up. And also, here's another number. 1-800-662-HELP. So if you're struggling right now, if you need to talk to anybody, you can dial 988 or 1-800-662-HELP. So the last four numbers would be 4357, okay? Thank you, Chandra, so much for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, I got it. Tay, don't worry. I know it's like we don't usually, well, it's 10 now. Why does it still feel like it's 6 in the morning to me? I was gonna say we don't usually go live during this time, so like everybody's busy, but like, yeah, everybody's probably busy. Did I miss the link, Kaya's boyfriend on panel? I can share it right now. Give me 1 second. So it was on a What's channel about 2 hours after the chat was saying. Okay, let me just share this. Go towards the end. It's definitely not at the beginning. That's all I can tell you. It's definitely not at the beginning. Go towards the end. She goes on, and then he comes on, and he has the worst attitude. I would just expect more accountability, more sadness, not F you, F what you think, she wanted it. That's basically the attitude he had. Okay, so here's the link to the panel she was on. It's a What's channel. And again, Jessica Meska also covered it if you want to go check it out over there too. Okay, let's talk about Missy Moo for a minute. So Missy Moo uploads a video and basically a rage. And in it the whole time, she's like, I don't have a criminal record. I don't have a criminal record. I don't have a criminal record. She really wanted to make that point across. So I just wanted to, I guess, say to her, because she was trying to take digs at me and then Kaya and everything else. Like, you don't have to have a criminal record to be a shitty person. I will say this because Missy Moo keeps running her mouth, and then it's like all I'm going to say on this subject. Somebody from her life has DM'd me a long time ago when she was comparing me to Casey Anthony and making fun of my nose and everything else, and told me an awful lot about what she does all day, if something's wrong with her husband, if the family approves of the kids talking about her, whatever else. And I have never talked about it. I've let her drag me left and right out of respect for the person who may or may not know her. So again, I'm just going to make this very clear. You don't have to have a criminal record to be a shitty person. Actions make you a shitty person. The way you've treated people makes you a shitty person. She doubles down, you guys, and she said she's going to be suing, or no, I think suing was a topic that came up, but she was going to be privacy striking channels and copyright striking channels who talk about her and T and Sass in the same sentence. So if you are in a video talking about her and T and Sass, she considers it wrong, and she's going to take legal action, and she will strike your channel or your video, whatever. And she said that she will go all the way too. She will go to court for it. I don't know about anybody else or whatever, what country anybody else is in, but I know in the United States where I am, I have freedom of speech. So I can talk about what I want. And I'm not going to be silenced because you're going to strike my channel and you're going to take me to court if I talk about it. I think you treated T and Sass terribly. Terribly. I do believe you played a part in harassing her. That's my opinion. So privacy strike the video, take me to court, but I have freedom of speech. So you're going to have a very, very hard time with it. I can say, in my opinion, I think that you bullied T and Sass. I did. I doubt she could afford it. I don't know. I heard somebody's on, never mind. I'm not going to say what I heard, but I said enough of what I heard. I just have to say, again, I want to reiterate this. She brought up how she didn't have a criminal record a million different times, but just because she wasn't arrested for being a shitty person doesn't mean she's not a shitty person. And I don't know what the laws are like in Canada, but I know where I'm sitting today in Southern California, in the United States of America, I can share my opinion and how I feel. So go ahead and spend a ton of money taking me to court if you want, but you'll have to come here and you'll have to hear we're protected by freedom of speech. I think you did bully T and Sass. I think you bullied a lot of people for foodie. You bullied me. You bullied PI, and I don't have to be quiet about it. So that's all I have to say about that. I think T and Sass is a sweet lady. I think she's feisty. People who keep bringing up her age and saying she shouldn't have a voice on here because she's old. Missy Moose, said like she's old and she shouldn't be a bully and da 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 da. Like Missy is also what she was born in the 70s. It's not like she's, an 18-year-old who doesn't know better. She's also older and she should know better too. Maybe she shouldn't be a bully. But yeah, the video was like, it almost was like watching Foodie Beauty. Like, if you even talk about me, I will strike your channel. I will shut you up. I will take you to court. So if my video gets a privacy strike, you know why. And she can come here and I will be happy to go to court with her and listen to them say, Just Brazen today is protected by freedom of speech. And she can react to what she wants to on the internet and she can have an opinion. I don't know. I see so many people think her and Chantel are talking again, and that's why she's going insane. I don't know. Miami said, okay, Missy Moon, not a spring chicken. No, it's not like she's young, but she's like, and T and Sass is so old. I'm 40. I'm not young, but like, it's just the way her and Chantel, they always go for like, and she's old. Like, they always go after people for their age. And like, I don't know. That you barely cuss. I cuss when I'm upset about things or annoyed about things or very passionate about things. But I don't cuss a lot because I'm not like that in my normal life. Like stuff online like can kind of irritate me, right? Or we talk about heavy subjects sometimes. Like in my life, it's like fine and dandy over here. Like life is good. It's quiet. There's no big dramas happening. Like it's just good. So like if I'm cussing, just know that's for a reason. But yeah, I barely cuss. I think I sound stupid when I cuss. It just kind of slips out though sometimes. I think Massimo was in love with Chantel, but they had a bad breakup. Possibly. Yeah, Nikki said 55 here and getting sick of hearing age hate. It's really old. Like it's really, really old. I don't know. Like Massimo doesn't see, she said she's not going anywhere. So like, let's say YouTube is around for a lot longer. It probably will be. But for whatever reason it is. And Missy Moo is still on here when she's 60. 65, whatever. Like, is she going to be okay with people age shaming her because she wants to come online and have a voice? I want to say this too, like, T and Sass, she is older. If she wants to come online and find comfort in talking to people about Foodie Beauty and Missy Moo drama, which they both put publicly online, let her. Is she really going out of her way to harass, stalk, hurt anybody? No, she has an opinion. I happened to check out her video. I forget which one it was now, but she was talking about like all her health problems, and my heart literally broke for her. So you know what? Let her come online. Let her find her relief in talking to a community about what's going on. The rest of us are talking about it. Why can't she? Just because she's older than some of us? And so she doubles down. She's not going to stop talking about, I don't know. Let me read you my notes on it. It was the stupidest thing. Like, her video was so stupid. I have to say, take me to court for that, Missy Moo. It was stupid. If you want to see somebody that looks like a Foodie Beauty rage, like a mini Foodie Beauty rage, go watch it. But I said in my little notes, in other news, Missy Moo makes a rage and says she will be striking channels if you make a video regarding how she treated Anne. Literally. If you make a video talking about how she treated Anne, she's going to privacy strike you. Literally. She is done playing by our stupid girl world rules. She said, I deserved what I got. She literally says, I deserved what I got from her because I called her Missy Manson. On a side note, let me tell you why I called her Missy Manson. She made a video, I don't know if it's still up, asking Chantel, because she used to make videos just talking to Chantel, like, hi Chantel, hope you're doing good today. I just had lunch. I hope you did too. Like, she made videos talking to her. And so one day she made a video that said, Chantel, I just want to know if you're stretching out your skin so I can wear it. Let that sink in. So after that, I called her Missy Manson. I could have come up with something better probably, but I don't know, she scared me. Like with that whole video, like, are you stretching out your skin so I can wear it? Like, who says that? Who says that? So yeah, I called her Missy Manson. Oh well. So me calling her Missy Manson is comparable to her comparing me to a person who was on trial for murdering their own child, Casey Anthony. Because I called you Missy Manson? You made a video saying you wanted to wear Chantel's skin. How am I anything like Casey Anthony? Anything. Just because, and then she does this whole thing, you guys. I apologize. Just because you apologize doesn't mean you didn't say it, doesn't mean you didn't do it. You should have just stayed sorry, apologized, and stopped talking shit to me over and over and over again. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have kept coming at me, right? If you were so sorry for the way you treated me. So, like, you're sorry, I'm sorry, you can go shove it up wherever. Like, at this point, after all you've said and done, I don't believe you were truly sorry. You wanted me to have you on my channel so you can expose Chantel, which you didn't even do. You didn't show receipts. You didn't tell us anything we didn't already know about Chantel. You came on because you knew Breezy always gives people another chance and you were hoping that our community took you in, and we just didn't. We saw right through you. I may have felt bad for you for a minute and like, oh, Foodie Beauty played her. But then I realized you're so much like Foodie Beauty. I think you two played each other. You played each other. But oh no, you guys, I better watch out. I'm going to be taken to court for saying all this. My video is going to be struck. If you do, Missy Moo, I'm not going to be quiet. I will let everybody know what you did, and I will too follow through. Again, you're in Canada, I'm in the United States. I have freedom of speech. I can give my opinion. I could talk about what I see on the news. I can talk about what I see publicly on other channels. I can react to what you put online. I don't know if you know that. So if you don't want people to talk about you or what you've done, like, why have a channel then? Like, just go offline. She's so desperate to be relevant. Sorry, you guys, this is a wild live stream, like so many different topics. And then towards the end, we can talk about the Marty notes if you want to. That was absolutely insane. I'm learning way more about Cyrax than I've ever wanted to learn. I will say that. But I understand why so many people don't like him. I do. I will say that. Okay, so let me finish up my little thoughts I wrote down about Missy Moo. She said I deserved what I got from her because I called her Missy Manson. On a side note, I said that because she made a video asking Foodie if she was stretching out her skin because she wanted to wear it. Yeah, that really happened. So sorry, not sorry. And she ends the video with, "Good luck, Gorl world." Like, she is making it her mission to burn us to the ground, pretty much. She wishes us luck. She's coming after anybody who talks about her. Oh, no, not even if you talk about her. If you talk about what she did to T and Sass, she's coming after you. So, Maggie, I took these notes, so I don't know. Natter ended up on panel with Marty. I don't know if you guys want to hear all about that. I don't know. I'm open to whatever. So you guys let me know if you want to hear the notes. You guys let me know if you just want to chit chat. Whatever. I'm down for whatever. Is who wearing her like last year's Versace? I know. Okay, let me pull up the chat on my phone because on StreamYards, you just can't see the whole chat. So let me see what everybody's saying. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to catch up with you guys all right now. Okay. Tia. Oh, Erin shared Tia's channel. Please check Tia out. I just love Tia. She's been a friend of mine for a while now through everything that's happened. And she's kick-ass, you guys. Like, she works out. She works out hard. She's a rock star. If you want motivation on, like, to get you started with changing your lifestyle or to start working out more or whatever, like, I highly suggest you check Tia out. And I'm sorry I've never shouted out your channel before, Tia. I don't know why I haven't, but I'm really glad Erin shared your link. Thank you, Erin. Ray, I agree. Cyrax does need to be institutionalized. Like, he's not safe at all. He's not safe. Nikki said, oh wait, the jury's still out on Natter. We will see. I noticed that towards the end. So you guys don't get all upset that Natter was on the panel. Like, it's annoying. It's gross. I don't want to see Natter either. But after the panel happened, Marty said, like, he's gathering more facts. He just doesn't know all the info yet. And basically, to be honest, he's having Natter on and chatting it up with Natter because he knows it gets to Foodie Beauty. He knows it gets to Foodie Beauty. So just look at the bigger picture. Like, I don't support Natter. I never will. Ever. Nothing will ever change my mind about him. Like, nothing. Nothing. But I'm going to cover what's going on as far as, like, him being on Marty's panel. I was waiting for your point of view. Hello, beautiful people, and Breezy. Hi, Simona. So if you missed it, I really suggest you go back to the beginning because I don't even want to talk about the Kaya stuff anymore right now unless something else huge comes out. It makes me sick. It, like, gives me the same feeling as the Cyrax thing. I can't even pretend to lie about it. I can't even pretend it doesn't bother me that much. It kept me up. It kept me up. Miami said, I still only recognize Cyrax as a Mortal Kombat character. Oh my gosh. Have I seen Mortal Kombat? I don't know. I'll have to look up. Actually, Miami, send me the Mortal Kombat character if you can, a picture. By the way, for some reason, Miami, you were blocked. I don't know why that happened. It was for like a day. I don't know how or why that happened. A few people got blocked. You did, Summer did, I think Oz did. But I removed a few mods that hadn't been here in a while, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm not saying it was a mod that's like maybe rogue. I don't know what happened. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you came to chat and you saw you were blocked. Like, I didn't do it. And I don't think any of our current mods would do that either. The Natter and Marty clip is old. I do respect me some Marty. You know, I'm just covering what's going on. I can't even have a strong opinion because if I share too much about it, people are like, Breezy's accepting it. Breezy's cheering him on. Like, I keep hearing that. Like, Breezy welcomed them into Girl World and brought them here. Like, I didn't know who Marty was as of last week. Like, I just found out. I didn't really know who Heather Kalana was. I saw a 2-second clip of her. Or 2-minute clip of her. I thought she seemed nice and she said she was changing and she was sorry. That's all I know. I'm not welcoming anybody. I'm not anybody's cheerleader. I'm just watching the downfall of Chantel and covering it. Megan said, I'm really a nobody with a brash opinion. It's so crazy how this community has ramped up. I never expected any of this. Just a thought. Yeah, I I didn't expect any of this either. I really didn't. He gets things done. He's very efficient. He's very efficient, very elaborate, very detailed. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go up against him. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't even know why certain people are still talking shit. Like, I'm not gonna apologize. Do what you want, and I'll take you to court. Like, stop antagonizing. Like, if I don't know. Some people will gripe at you regardless. You're great. Thank you, Maggie. Yeah, sometimes you can't win as a creator. Like, sometimes, no matter what, if you stay quiet, you should have talked about it. If you talk about it, you should have stayed quiet. So I'm just kind of doing what I feel is right by me. Um, and I feel right covering what's going on and letting you guys know. Like, you guys have followed me for a long time now, a couple years. You guys have helped me build this channel. Like, you deserve to know what's going on in a safe place. It doesn't mean I condone everything that's going on. It just means I'm getting the news to you guys. He's had plenty of practice with Cyrax. I see that. Boy, can he make Cyrax rage. Boy, can he make him rage. All right, so press 1 if you want to hear the notes. Press 2 if you'd rather do it later or another day. I guess with whatever wins we'll go with. I don't know how to put up a poll. I'm still not that tech savvy, but let me read the chat. I adore you too, Megan. I feel like you are so beautiful and a champ. Thank you, Megan. I feel the same about you. I adore you. Some people gripe for a hobby, true. I think some people just like to complain to complain. And I get that. I totally do. Okay, I think what we're going to do is read notes in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, a few minutes. So let's chit chat a little bit more. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to hang out a little bit longer. And if you don't want to hear about Cyrax or a Natter, I completely understand, and I will see you later. Chrissy, hey everybody. Hey, Tiffany. I've been asked to react to Chantel and ALR, and I'm not willing to go there. Maybe you could kind of do highlights, Tia, so like you don't have to like sit and react to whole videos. Maybe you could just kind of do like highlights of what happened. I think you would be really good at that. You're funny. Like, you're really funny. We have to do a live. Wait, what? What do you mean? Did something else happen? I'm out when it comes to Natter. I completely understand. That, Fab. So let's just chat for a few more minutes, you guys. Let's see. Ratchet, pressure, use everything you have, bring the large one down. Oh, okay, SS. Hi, by the way. Don't react to the whole thing. Oh, you mean for Tia? I'm like, I don't know how to not react to the whole thing I took notes on. Like, I don't even know how. Tiffany. Amber's entertaining to me. LOL. I'm weird. See, I get really annoyed at Amberlyn Reed. Like, I can't watch her very long. For some reason, she annoys me far more than Foodie Beauty. She does. But she never talked shit to me. Nothing. I don't think she's ever said anything about me. It's her, like, lack of accountability, unwillingness to change, thinking the world owes her something. She has like a chip on her shoulder. Like, I've been through this, and that. So the world owes me. And it's like, we all go through things. Like, many of our parents have been through things too. She thinks she's the only one. It's just like, I don't know. I don't get her mentality. I can't stand her. And that's just how I feel. I hope she does better. I hope one day she really sticks to a diet, or I really hope she goes inpatient. Like, that would be incredible to see her go inpatient and change her whole life around. I think she'd probably even get a TV show out of it, but until she like makes changes, I just don't care. I don't know how else to word it. Like, I do shorts on her sometimes just as updates, but it's like the same BS all the time. I'm starting a diet. I'm ending a diet. I gained 3 pounds. I lost 89 lbs before. So, it's always, I'm the victim. I'm the victim. This person did me wrong. Like, she's never to blame for anything. And I just can't do it. Thank you for sharing Blondie's channel, Erin. I've made a video oh wait, you've made a video reacting to her making food, Miss T Reacts? Okay, I might check it out. I love cooking. Okay, if you do cooking, I'll come check out your videos. I don't know if I want to see Amberlyn eating or cooking, but you know what? I'm gonna go show you love. Do you do other videos other than Amberlyn Reed though? I need to know. She needs side characters. Just Amber is boring. Totally. I feel like I tuned in a lot when like she was with Becky and the Eric and Ricky thing and the Dana and Destiny. And then like the wifey thing was just so boring. Like there was no point in like, I don't know. There was just no point in watching. And then since she's left, it's even more boring. But I will say, have you seen Amberlyn Reed's TikToks? Have you seen them? If you haven't, you need to. Hey, Wookie Lover. Wait, let me see. What else does Miss T react to? Hold on. Miss T, so what else do? You do live cooking, Amberlyn Reed. I want to know because I definitely want to go subscribe to you. I cover foodie. You helped me when I first started. I forgot that was, oh my gosh, Miss T, I forgot that was you. Hold on, I'm going to subscribe to your channel right now. Oh my gosh. You've been around for a long time over here. I think you just took a break and then I didn't see you for a while. Hold on, I'm clicking on your channel. Let me find you on my phone. All right, hold on. Go to channel. I am subscribed to you right now. Miss T has 96 subscribers. Can we get her like up to 100 or over 100, you guys, for right now, please? Let's show each other some love. Like there's room for all of us. We all do things differently. I don't want to cover Amberlyn Reed all the time. Miss T will and other people. So, go check everybody out. Goth Milk Tea Reacts is in here. She has a channel. I think Erin's been sharing the links. Tia. So let's all subscribe to each other. Ray has a channel. Megan has a channel. Hey, Anna. I can't chat, but I'm listening. Okay. Hey, Stevie. Hey. So if anybody just came in, I'm sorry if you have to leave right now, but we're going to cover the notes from Marty's stream. So if you leave right now, my feelings will not be hurt. I completely understand. And we'll see you. I'm sure Foodie's going to do something later today that we'll react to. You love covering Amber. Goth really likes covering Amber too. So go check out Goth Milk Tea. I can't say I love it. I like doing the edits. I really like doing my YouTube shorts on her. Let's see. I like to cook. I like cooking and cake decorating videos too. That's so cool. Say it ain't so. I really wish I was born with that, like, love to cook. I really wish I was, because baking looks like it's so much fun for other people and like creating things. I get stressed the F out. Um, but pretty soon, because my kitchen's being put back together, we got it remodeled. The person kind of did some things wrong and we had to get it fixed. We just got the new stove put in. We're slowly putting things back together. So we're going to be doing Breezy Tries to Cook streams. And just to clear things up, because I see like when I've talked about it before, people are like, you're a mom and you don't know how to cook. I know how to cook. I'm just not good at it. I'm just not very good at it. And I struggle with like creating new things on my own. Like I have to look up recipes. It just doesn't come natural to me. I have to look up things like that. But I'm hoping things change. I hope I'm going to find like a passion with it. And maybe I just needed to get over the fear of being like doing something wrong in the kitchen. And maybe I just need to get over that fear. So we're going to be definitely trying new things on here. All right, hold on. I'm getting to my notes. There's so much to scroll through. So much. From your 12 pounds of pasta channel. I am going to do some on there. I think I'm going to do, I don't know. I need to revamp that channel and get it going. I had this great idea with that channel, and then somewhere along the way, I just kind of forgot about it. And I think so much has happened. Life gets busy, but maybe I'll start with it on this channel, the cooking. And if people really like the streams, then we can move it over to the 12 pounds of pasta channel. I think maybe that's the way to do it. So, gosh, I took so many damn notes. Let me see. By the way, if anybody said hi to me in the chat last night, I was like behind. I had to keep pausing. Real life was happening over here, just like family coming over and stuff. And like, I don't want anybody hearing this stuff. So I had to keep pausing, muting. But all right, let's see. French saute, keep minced garlic, olive oil, and shallots. Can't go wrong. Finish with a couple sprigs of thyme. You're welcome. Thank you, SS. Thank you for the recommendation. I need recipes. I really do. I'm still scrolling up. This is how many damn notes I took. I didn't see last. I was there. I had to keep pausing. Yeah, so I had to keep pausing. I really couldn't read the chat that much. It was just one of those days where everybody kept coming by or hanging out or something was happening over here. So it was hard to like really go with everything in real time. But if you said hi to me, I appreciate it, Mrs. Morris. I know you always say hi to me and it makes my whole day. I like to cook, but I like recipes as well. Yeah, I definitely like recipes. So this is the Wednesday night stream. Disclaimer, we don't condone anything that's happening. We're not condemning it either. We just are watching it all go down and I'm reporting on it. That's it. That's all. There's nothing more to it other than I'm watching Foodie go down in real time. And much like TMZ or Radar Online or Just Jared or anything, like I'm just reporting on what I see. Doesn't mean I approve of language, which I cut a lot of language out. I won't even type it out. So it doesn't mean I approve of certain music Marty plays. It doesn't mean I approve of going in real life or doxing. It just means I'm watching it happen to Foodie and reporting on it. Hope that makes sense. You're literally participating in the chats, but okay. So am I cheering anybody on or am I putting like eye emojis and popcorn emojis or saying hi to people that say hi to me? Am I ever saying, let's go, Marty, go roast Chantel? Am I ever saying, Marty, you better get her tonight? Am I ever saying like anything like that? No. There's also, if you're in the chat and you're watching it, you really don't have any place to judge who's reporting on it. Just saying, if you see me typing in the chat, like you don't have a say in this, just to let you know. Quirky Gorl, nice to see you, by the way. I just subscribed to Ray's channel. Awesome, Barbie, thank you. Okay, so here we go. Wednesday night stream. Before we even start, Breezeth, Tracy TX, and Black's Chaos are all doxxed, just so you know. So I know, please stop trying. You know what? It's funny because if this was happening to me, or PI or anybody else, any of the channels, Foodie would be covering it. Foodie would be going live. Foodie Beauty would be giggling, keeping comments up about whatever. The same thing would have been done to me or PI or other reaction channels. FFG. Can you imagine if Marty came for FFG? He won't, because I think like he respects the troll he said and everything else. And, you know, FFG isn't his focus. I'm not his focus. Anybody else isn't his focus. He's there for Foodie Beauty. But if this were any of us, Foodie Beauty subscribers would be cheering us on or cheering it on and everything else. So I don't feel bad that I'm watching. I don't care that I type an emoji in the chat or say hi to people. Like, that's not me condoning anything. But if you're watching it and you're there and you're in the chat, you probably have no room to talk. Yusuf, thank you so much for becoming a member. The Breezy Bunch, the Breezy Bunch. That's the way Yusuf became a member of the Breezy Bunch. Do. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And it's been really awesome seeing you in the chat. Thanks for subscribing and joining the membership. He even said in the stream last night that everybody just needs to stop fighting amongst themselves. He did say that. Because so many people are like, hey, Marty, did you hear about this? Hey, Marty, did you hear about this channel? Hey, Marty. And he's just like, I don't care about who you guys have beef with. Stop trying to get me involved. He said it. He's only here to take down Foodie Beauty. And he wanted Missy Moo to apologize. I don't even think he's coming after Missy Moo. I don't know. I think he's just here for Foodie Beauty. So, like, you know, he doesn't want to get involved in the side things. I think he watches everybody's channel. I don't know. It sounds like he does. SS said FFG is fine, just don't support Foodie at all. Understandable. Sue said, hi, Sue. Amber never makes me feel like she would hurt your family to get back at you. Foodie feels ultra dangerous. That's the thing, too. Yeah, Amberlynn doesn't really like bring up people's family members just for fun that I've seen. I don't know. Okay, so before we even start, Breezeth, Tracy TX, and Black's Chaos are all doxxed. As of right now, at 7 p.m. my time, Foodie is down 900 subscribers. So I don't know what the current count is. If you guys know, can you let us know in the chat, please? Marty kept it on topic. Respect the king, Richard says. I call Marty Karma. I don't think I'll ever say he's my king or anything like that. Like, the only king I have is in heaven. But I definitely think he's Karma. I definitely think he's Karma. So at 7 p.m. last night, she was down 900 subscribers. I said live scheduled. Cyrax wants to settle the score is the title. Yeah, 900. So I don't know what the update is now, Strawberry Milk. Hi, by the way. I don't know what the update is now. I really didn't check with everything going on. I started getting so focused with the Kaya stuff. I haven't checked. So if anybody knows if it's changed, please let me know. I know 900 subs in 3 days. 3 days, you guys. Could Foodie be traveling right now? She could be. I mean, I say that every day. She could be. She could be. I don't know. I don't know. Miss T said, me too. I'm enjoying this. I get it. Don't make people feel bad that you're watching this go down. Like, we've put up with Chantel's BS and personal attacks on us in the community for how long? All because she didn't like, we had an opinion that she ate too much. She had a piece of shit boyfriend at the time named Nader, and she gave him an alibi. Like, there's so much more. She made fun of school shooting. She's racist, but like, people trying to make you feel bad for watching this go down. Like, whatever. If they're watching it and they know you're watching and they see you typing in a chat, they're probably not that great of people either. And they should probably take several seats. Did I just get a new member? Barbie, thank you so much for joining. The Breezy Bunch, the Breezy Bunch. That's the way Barbie became a member. The Breezy Bunch. Do 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 do. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Wow. Wow. I feel so honored. Thank you. I know, Barbie. Calling Marty as a king, or calling Marty king is like a joke because he asked Cyrax who the king was, and Cyrax said he was when they got into the fight, and Cyrax was calling himself the king of Akron. Okay, because I didn't understand that. Some people have come into my comment section, which I think are socks, but they're like, and you keep calling Marty your king. I've never called him a king. Like, he's karma to me. But so I understand now. It's a joke. People call him that as a joke. Richard said he's been watching since the BB era. Yeah, a long time. So she's still down 900 subs, Aaron said. Hey, Reyes. All right, let's go back to the notes, you guys. So the live is scheduled. It's titled, Cyrax Wants to Settle the Score. I said, oh, gosh, no, I will try with this tonight. I promise. Marty says in the comments, Cyrax is going to jail anyways. Chat says, buckle up, girl world. Marty asks, what could he possibly say that's worth listening to? That makes me curious, honestly. Music is good. I put music is good tonight because in the beginning, I didn't listen to the last song. In the beginning, it was goodbye to you, goodbye to you. You know that song? So I was jamming to that song. And I said, we begin. Oh gosh, Cyrax is on. He says it's time Marty is exposed for his sexual deeds. And then I wrote sexual deeds. And then he says, you know what I'm talking about? Cyrax wants Marty to explain why he catfished him. Cyrax is already going off. Cyrax is saying Marty is a terroristic monster and some other things. Then they started talking about pepperoni, and I didn't know what it was about at the time, so I said, Cyrax did what with pepperoni? And then Cyrax is telling Marty to face him like a man. Face him like a man. Mind you, when this guy yells, let me, if you don't know what he looks like and you've never seen him rage, I don't know how else to describe it, but he looks like a demon with a beard. When he yells and rages, his neck like grows at least 10 inches and his mouth widens like a gaping hole, and you see his horrible, horrible situation going on in his mouth. He uses really horrible slurs and language you should never use. But basically what I'm trying to say is when he yells, he's not like, he doesn't look like a person. Like the best way I could describe it is think of like any horror movie or like a scary movie you've watched where like a demon is screaming, yelling, or a possession takes place. This is the best way to describe it. Think of it like a possession. The Exorcist. That's what he looks like when he rages. He looks like the Exorcist. That's the best way I can describe it. He's unhinged, Miss T reacts. I've never watched him directly. I have only watched him now. Well, no, we watched him get punched. So I will say that. We watched him get punched by Marty on my channel when I first learned about all this stuff. But we've never gave Cyrax a direct view. I don't go looking to see what he's up to. I see clips that are shared and I see him through Marty, if that makes sense. I wouldn't recommend anybody goes out of their way to find Cyrax or give him a view. I would stay far, far away. I'm not even trying to be mean or anything. Like, he's bad. He's bad news. He's dangerous, and none of this is good. Don't, just stay away from him. Okay? Just stay away. He's terrifying. So Marty, oh wait, hold on. Cyrax is telling Marty to face him like a man. Marty says, remember the last time I faced you like a man? Your nose is still messed up from it. Cyrax says Marty blackmailed him and catfished him. Then he says Marty is gay for him, and he said it to his ex, Violet. I have no idea who Violet is. He said Marty said he wants him dead in prison or a psych ward. He says Marty needs to be exposed. And we're talking about the pepperoni again. Cyrax is raging. Marty asks, so you claim I'm a sexual deviant because there's videos of you jerking off with pepperoni? This language is going to be really bad, you guys. Just put on your earbuds right now. Like, mute me for a while. If you have to leave the room, pause it. I don't know, but like, we don't really get into too much detail here, but some of this stuff, like, what is code for jerking off? I don't have a code word for it, so I'm just going to say it. So let's repeat this again. Marty asks, so you claim I'm a sexual deviant because there's videos of you jerking off with pepperoni. I've not seen this video, you guys. I don't want to. I don't know how you jerk off with a pepperoni. My brain can't comprehend this. I can't comprehend this. And I don't even know if I want to know more details, to be honest. So, and then I put, and pens went up where? Shoving things down what? I can't go into detail, you guys. You'll just have to ask someone in the chat, or I don't know. But pens were shoved up places, and things were shoved down places. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. If you want to know more, feel free to ask in the chat. Don't go looking for it. He says, Marty, you don't get it, do you? Then he starts raging again. Marty asks, how do you fall for this so many effing times? Do you even talk to a woman when this happens? Do you even hear a woman's voice? Like, I would hope that you did. So apparently Marty played a prank or something, because he says Cyrax keeps falling for these whatever, saying that, like, I don't know. Can somebody clear this part up for me? So Marty asks, how do you fall for this so many effing times? Do you even talk to a woman when this happens? Do you hear a woman's voice? Like, I would hope that you did, he says. Cyrax is still raging that Marty blackmailed him. Yeah, use your imagination. That's the best way I can describe it, Ray. That's the best way I could describe it. He's falling for underage girl accounts. So that's what's going on, you guys. Cyrax is falling for underage girl accounts. So that's not blackmail, right? That's like, I don't know. How would you describe that? He's falling for underage accounts. This is his fault. So now that makes sense when he asks, how do you fall for this? Do you talk to a woman? Do you hear a woman's voice? It's because he's answering back to these accounts, you guys. Cyrax is still saying Marty blackmailed him. Marty says, if I was the head of all this, and there are multiple victims, who else have made jerk-offs with pepperoni? Wait, Marty says, if I was the head of all this, and there are multiple victims, who else has made a video about you jerking off with pepperoni? Name one other person. He says, Cyrax, you're the common denominator in this. You're a sick effer. Now, the common denominator is you, Marty, Cyrax says. No, the common denominator is you. You pathetic scumbag. Cyrax says Marty offered a few people and is now saying he extorted him. So that was a big thing, too. He keeps claiming Marty extorted him. Marty says, expose me. How did I talk you into jerking off with a pepperoni? Cyrax asks, what's the matter, Marty? You mad? Because me and my team are fighting back against you. That's like literally how he talks in my head, but think of a more demonic head. He starts using horrible language. I'm not repeating. And I said, boy, Cyrax can rage. Marty is laughing hysterically. Wait, Cyrax sent nudes to a minor? What? That's my brain thinking. Apparently he did that. He sent nudes to a minor. So again, this is a bad guy, you guys. Like, not somebody worth defending like Foodie Beauty did. He's falling for different accounts claiming they're underage, and he's responding, and he's caught. He's caught. I don't know, Tony. I don't know why you're awake, but I hope you have a better day after this. I really do. This is a stream like no other. I didn't think we would be covering all this stuff in one live, such like crazy topics, but here we are. I need to go back and put a major trigger warning into the description. I don't think I did that yet. So, Marty only did it as Martha, the teenager transgender who's autistic years ago, but others have baited Cyrax and they send everything to Marty afterwards. Okay. I get it. Okay, Sue, this is insane. This is insane. And Tony, if you're going to continue listening, just grab coffee really fast. That's my best advice for you. Livy, Cyrax looks like nothing I've ever seen before. Like, I don't know. I don't know. He's a demon to me. That's all I know. A demon with a beard and a few strands of hair. Okay, so I said, wait, Cyrax sent nudes to a minor. What? Marty asks for him to elaborate on his rage. Marty says, why don't you tell everyone what happened? Cyrax rages some more. Marty says, yeah, I'm well aware. So why don't you tell everyone what happened again? Cyrax says, stop effing muting me. He says Marty is mad because he is exposing him, yelling about blackmail again. So Cyrax asks Marty, oh wait, hold on. So Cyrax says Marty blackmailed him and jerking off a pepperoni. Oh, wait, I just went back to the beginning. Hold on, you guys. I messed up my own notes. Hold on. So he's yelling about blackmail again. So Cyrax says Marty blackmailed him into jerking off with a pepperoni. So the truth comes out, you guys. I guess Marty somehow blackmailed him to jerk off with pepperoni. How the F do you do that? I still don't understand this. But then again, why am I asking questions? I don't really want to know how you do that or why you do that with pepperoni. I guess Cyrax did. Marty asks how someone can blackmail a person into doing that. Marty says, these people are curious and they want you to expose me. Cyrax asks, do you guys want the truth? Marty says, yeah. Cyrax says, this effing scumbag. He still hasn't exposed, and he's still going. So he still hasn't exposed Marty. Marty says, so expose me. More raging. Cyrax says Marty has a hard-on for him. Marty trying to get him explain the blackmail. Cyrax says, why don't you go back and rob Burger King, you fat biatch? Yeah, he really said that. Why don't you go back and rob Burger King, you fat biatch? Cyrax calls Marty a fat tub of lard or something along the lines of that. It's hard to keep up with his rage here. Marty says, I absolutely annihilated you, Cyrax. Cyrax does this demonic laugh straight from the pit of hell. I never want to hear his laugh again. Marty says, you're afraid of the truth, ain't you, Nick? Oh, wait, I think Cyrax says that. You're afraid of the truth, ain't you, Nick? Marty asks when Cyrax goes to court next. More demonic laughing. Marty says, you're not going to court? More raging. Cyrax says he's about to lay out all the facts, boy. That's literally what he said. I'm about to lay out all the facts, boy. And then he says, y'all want to know the truth? He asks, let me effing explain. I said, I don't know what he's trying to explain about Violet. I still don't get who Violet is or why we're raging about her. He says Marty admitted he was gay for him. Marty asks, have you ever considered that was bait? Marty laughing. He calls Marty a fat, old, cranky old man. More name calling. So these aren't his insult, like these aren't the full extent to his insults. I'm saying the insults I can type out and repeat. There's a lot of slurs that Cyrax throws around, a lot of things that just will never come out of my mouth that I will never type out. So just know if it sounds like he's not doing like the most with his insults, like he's saying some really horrible language, I'm just typing what I can repeat. Things like, he's a cranky old fat old man. I can retype that. More name calling. Hey, chef, there's a photo of Cyrax's But no, thank you. I could have gone my whole life without knowing that, and I would have been just fine. Just fine, Chef. I don't want to know. I don't want to see. I, ugh. Hey, Dr. Ray. Good to see you. If you just got home from work, I highly suggest, I mean, hang out for the rest of this, but if you're going to replay, like, you might want to unwind a little bit. You might want to get into the right frame of mind. This live has been like, I don't think anything other, like, I don't think we've covered anything like this before. Everything in one live. I don't think this has really ever happened. It's a lot. So if you're going to go back on replay, I suggest, even if you came in right now and you want to know what happened, I really suggest you be in the right frame of mind because it's very triggering. Um, let's see, horrible slurs. It's like internet 2000s era. That's the best way to describe it. That's literally the best way to describe it. Stuff that the rest of us know not to say, but apparently he doesn't. Also, his raging is a part of his syndrome, along with a learning disability and a bunch of other issues. Really, Oz. My eyebrows raised more and more as I read that. Oh gosh. Okay, let's continue. More name calling. Um, Marty asks, remember the time your grandma screamed at you for not doing the laundry and you said that's your job and that your job in the house was to keep the trolls off of her back? And then Cyrax asks again, you want to know the truth? So he's done this for like 20 minutes now. You want to know the truth? I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to expose you. And like, there wasn't a whole lot of truth coming out from his end. And then he yells, Marty, stop muting me right now. So Marty mutes him. A bunch of, that was you. No, that was you. No, that was you. No, that was you. That all happened. Cyrax asks if Marty is afraid because he should be afraid. Him and Sneaky Jim are coming after that ass boy. I don't know who Sneaky Jim is, but literally Cyrax says, me and Sneaky Jim are coming after that ass boy. The way he says it. So yeah, I don't know who Sneaky Jim is. Do you guys? Marty says Sneaky Jim is not a real person. Cyrax says Marty has no honor. He has no code, no respect. I don't know why this part is funny to me. Like, imagine the scum of the earth who has done horrible crimes against children and people and is just a piece of shit all around, saying another man has no honor, no code, no respect. Cyrax, where was your honor, your code, your respect when you were messaging people who you thought were underage? Minors. Where was your code? Oh, that's right. You didn't have one, right? So yeah, that was wild to me, you guys. Like, you have no code, no honor, no respect. Then I think Sneaky Jim is a troll. Okay, like Cyrax really thinks Sneaky Jim is gonna like come kick Marty's ass or something. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Can't I can't have no room in my brain for all these new people. Like, I cannot take on any new info. I don't know. So I'm so glad I have you guys here to explain who all these side people are. Richard said what they are calling is the Shadow Society. Oh yeah, okay. So something happens where Cyrax starts talking about his shadow. So okay, we got to keep going. Cyrax says he has no. Oh, so that's from a game. The code and moral and respect and blah blah blah. Is that from a game? Okay, so Marty lists reasons why he doesn't respect Cyrax. He had a whole list of them. These are pretty good reasons, I must say. Marty asks how anyone could respect him. Cyrax says he doesn't have to be respected. Wait, he doesn't have to. Oh no, he doesn't have to resort to bullying people. He says he doesn't have to extort people to get sexual images for money like Marty does. Yeah, he literally said Marty has to extort people with sexual images for money. Sorry, my notes kind of confused me a bit because it was talking and raging so fast. So like I was typing a mile a minute with my two little thumbs on my phone. So some of the things I'm like, huh, oh, okay, that's what I meant. The bullshit code is what Cyrax follows. Oh, it's called Bullshido code? Wait, what? Oh, you fall asleep before the natter call? Okay, we'll get to that, you guys. I love Crazy Joe personally. I wonder how Crazy Joe's doing. Cyrax targets young girls he thinks have depression problems, Glenn said. That's horrible. Oh my gosh, he's terrible. I don't even know why he's out walking free or why he has a channel to be able to do this stuff on. So he says he doesn't have to extort people to get sexual images for money like Marty does. Cyrax says, "That's you, mother effer! That's you!" That's literally what he sounds like. He said Marty deleted "no longer here," if you know what I mean, 3 women, and one was a friend of Cyrax's. So again, I'm not going to say the full words, but he said Marty deleted, meaning no longer here, 3 different women, and one of them was a friend of Cyrax. Does he call Marty a Trump? I literally asked that because I kept saying it. I can't remember exactly. Not even that I remember. I don't know if he was calling him a dump, a duck, a trump, a what, a frump. I don't know. I still don't know. And then he said that he looks like, he said Marty looks like an Oompa Loompa. He said Marty sent someone to kidnap him so he wouldn't expose Marty. Marty is muting Cyrax while pondering if Cyrax was sent if Cyrax was sent somewhere, would he ever change? So Cyrax is raging, Marty mutes him, and he literally is wondering if Cyrax was actually sent somewhere, could he and would he ever change? Marty concludes he is too far gone. More Cyrax raging. Marty asks, Where's your Apple Watch, Cyrax? Where did it go? Where did it go?" He said, "The people are curious." And then I said, "When I tell you a foodie rage is nothing, and I mean nothing compared to this, please believe me." Cyrax says, "You're going to sit down and shut the F up, and you're not going to mute me." So Marty mutes him. Cyrax says, "Why are you muting me, bitch? You scared of me?" More raging. Marty says Cyrax sent him a video jerking off with pepperoni. Something about Marty swinging on a guy, and Cyrax is surprised he didn't beat Marty's butt. Cyrax says, "Marty, we all know if it came down to a fight, you wouldn't do shit to me." Marty says, "Well, thankfully, I'm going to be there for your court date, so you will have every opportunity to do something." Cyrax says, "No, you're not. I'm going to make sure you're not there." Like, this is what he sounds like to me in my head, you guys. Sorry. And then he says, "And Marty, do yourself a favor, F off, and don't you show up. If you do, your ass is going to jail. If you show up, it's a one-way ticket to prison for your bitch ass." Like, that's literally what he's saying. Cyrax says, Cyrax says, "I know for a fact I'm not going to jail." Marty says, "Oh my God, get this. Cyrax actually hired a troll for his lawyer." So Cyrax thinks he has a good lawyer, apparently, and I guess it's really a troll, you guys. Is that what he sounds like, Richard, to you too? That's the best way I could describe it. That's the best way I could describe it. So can someone clear that up? Is that true? Cyrax thinks he has a good lawyer who's going to help him out, but it's actually a troll. Do you guys know? This guy's gonna he's gonna give himself one. Like, I'm telling you, and I promise you, out of all the foodie rages I've experienced, out of all her rages, you have seen nothing. Nothing. You just haven't. Again, don't go looking for this stuff don't go to Cyrax's channel. Like, I would stay far away from him. I just would. But if you want to support a channel who covers it, like, I get that too. You really need to be in the right frame of mind to search this stuff up. So Marty says he is stupid for believing he has a real lawyer. Cyrax says anytime someone exposes Marty, he mutes them or he runs and hides. More raging. Cyrax is going to make sure Marty ends up in prison. I said, "Okay, what?" He asked Marty if he is afraid of the shadow he collected. What the F does that even mean? He said, "Marty, are you afraid of the shadow I collected? I don't get that." I even put, "What does that even mean?" Marty says he has no idea what that even is. Cyrax says, "Oh, Marty, you will find out soon enough." He calls Marty drunk a bunch of times, says Marty's current girlfriend is an effing troll. Marty asks, "What's the angle? What is Jamie getting out of this if she's a troll?" Cyrax takes a long drink. "Exposing the F out of you." Marty laughs. Cyrax says anytime someone tries to expose Marty, he does away with them. Marty asks, "What's your end game here?" And then Cyrax says, "You want to know my end game? I will tell you my end game." So Marty mutes him. Cyrax is raging and still muted. Marty says everyone is tired of you crazy. Cyrax says no one is getting tired. No, Cyrax says no, everyone's getting tired of you, Marty. Everyone hates you. A lot of people wish you were dead. Marty says, hey, I'm getting less viewers and less money now that you're on here. So you want to wrap this up a little bit? Anything you want to say? Cyrax says, I'm having fun exposing your ass. They are still going back and forth about the pepperoni video. Cyrax says Marty is blackmailing him and saying if he doesn't do what Marty wants, certain things are going to happen. So, just to be clear on that, Cyrax is saying Marty is basically saying he better do this, do that, jump when he says how high, you know what I meant. When he says jump, you say how high. He wants us to think that Marty's doing all that, and if he doesn't do those things, certain bad things are going to happen. I kind of believe Marty's doing that because he hates Cyrax. I don't know. You guys can let me know. I'm pretty sure all the stuff he's telling Cyrax to do, and he's not doing them, and then he ends up calling him out or exposing him some more. So yeah, I guess he is doing that. He is. Okay, more raging. Marty says, let's call it a night and wrap things up. Cyrax says no. More raging. He says Marty called his mom a see you next Tuesday. Marty says, and calls his mom much more than a see you next Tuesday after he says that, just to let you know. He says Marty tried to have him deleted. More insane ranting and raging. Marty finds this hilarious. More raging. Cyrax says, face it, Marty, you get paid by your followers. Marty says, and true. Something about Marty paying off the cops. Marty ends convo with Cyrax and says, have fun rotting away. Marty is now moving on to Natter. So here we go. So I asked, are we going to watch a panel? Wait, Marty was on a panel with Natter. It's a panel of Marty, Dee Dee, Natter, someone named Little Mama, Team Dee Dee, and Muse. So I think Team Dee Dee was Courtney, but I could be wrong about that. I wasn't really looking on the screen. I was doing a whole lot of typing. So I think it was Courtney, but again, I could be wrong. There are too many videos of Cyrax with Marty, but those happened last night on Marty's live. Oz. Oh, wait. Oz asked, is this video where he dances for 15 minutes? I don't know. I think they covered, like, they were talking about everything Marty's made him do. Okay, let's see. Okay, this part is weird, you guys. So I kind of like looked away for a second. My attention went elsewhere. And then when I focused back on the conversation, I don't know what Natter was talking about, but I came back to him saying, Natter says she was talking too much and it was in the moment. It was never planned. I say, not sure what he is talking about. Marty asks if Natter had ever had issues performing with Chantel. Natter replies, he had the most hard time of my life. That's what he says. I had the most hard time of my life. Marty asks, did she smell it all? Natter says he isn't answering that. And I said, that surprised me, to be honest. Marty said, so that's a yeah. Natter says he is good at blocking his nose. Marty asks where Natter is able to go in his mind to be able to even F Foodie Beauty. Natter says, oh my goodness. Natter says that's too much information. Marty asks, did you close your eyes? Natter responds, no, I closed the lights. Everyone laughs on panel. Marty says something like he couldn't imagine leaving a third world country to go F a farm animal. And then I just put wow after that. Like he really said that. Marty asks if they're at a hotel right now. Dee Dee says, no, it's my bed in my condo. Natter says, we live together. Marty asks if Natter was married to Chantel. He says, no. Natter says it was literally the worst week ever. I know, isn't it funny to hear Natter be a prude? Like, he talks so much shit on his channel. Like, he's dressed up as Foodie Beauty. He's flaunted her underwear around, waved them around like a flag. He said some pretty vile stuff, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, that's too much info. I think he, what was weird too, Dee Dee was on panel, but she kept turning off the camera and like muting herself. So I think she was helping him respond or maybe help him understand what questions were being asked. But I did find that interesting. Like Marty's asking, the questions I guess some people want to know. And he's like, oh, that's too much information. That was wild to me. Okay. So Nader says it was the worst week of his life ever. Marty asks, why did you go with that fat woman when you could have went with Dee Dee? Nader laughs. Marty calls Dee Dee beautiful. She says, thank you. Marty says, I don't know if this has ever crossed your mind, but I'm not going to say it. Nader has a huge smile and starts giggling. So, in my experience, whenever Marty says, I don't know if this has ever crossed your mind, you guys know what happens after that. Like, I don't know if that's what he meant, but in the amount of times I've watched him now, what, 4 times, 3 times? I can't remember now. I think 4 times now. Whenever he says, I don't know if you've ever thought about this or this ever crossed your mind, like he starts like, you guys can talk about it in the comment section. You know what I mean. So let's see. So at the thought of that, at the sound of that, when Marty says, I don't know if this has ever crossed your mind, but hey, I'm not going to say it. Nader literally starts giggling and smiling. Nader says respect and giggles. Nader has to go for a minute. Marty says how much he likes this Nader guy. This person, little mama, chatting it up. All I paid attention to was, you started from the bottom, now you're here. I'm not sure why he was talking about Nader like that, but he said that. Little mama says now Nader is just effing fat bitches, but he doesn't think Dee Dee is fat. He says he thinks Dee Dee is beautiful. Marty says beautifully naive. Nader is back. Nader needs to go live. Courtney, who I found out is Team Dee Dee. I guess Courtney was Team Dee Dee. Courtney does ask to go on his channel. I forgot that happened. So Nader was going to go live, and a few people on that panel were like, can we join yours? And he was like, yeah. So I said more people asking to come on. Cheers ensue after that on panel. Marty says he doesn't know what's going on with Chantal today, but he said, I guess she's waving the white flag and doesn't want to go live or do videos anymore. Marty says to the chat in general that he doesn't want to take sides. He only wants to advise on Chantal. So just quick side note on that, like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people from Gorl World, I noticed a lot of people are like, hey, but did you hear about what this channel's doing? Hey, did you hear about this channel? Hey, did you hear about Breezy? Oh, and like, Marty doesn't care about like who's fighting with each other. This is what he says. He doesn't care about all the side fights, all the pettiness. Like he's just literally here to take down Chantal. He's not here for all that. So he has to announce like every live now, like, hey, I don't know who all likes each other in here, but like I'm not choosing sides. He's not going to take sides. If you don't like Nader, he's not choosing sides. Just to let you guys know. But in my opinion, I think he's interviewing Nader and doing all this stuff just to bother Foodie Beauty. So I want to make that very clear. I don't know the real motive behind it, but I truly think it's just another avenue to get to Foodie Beauty, if that makes sense. So he says he only advises on Chantel, so don't try to get him to fight your battles. He literally said that. So don't try to get me to fight your battles, you guys. But at the same time, he doesn't like the way T and Sass has been treated. And he thinks T and Sass has been treated very unfairly. He says to everybody bothering T and Sass, leave her alone. He feels bad for her, and he said his opinion. Oh, wait. So he feels bad for her. Then he's going to talk about Nader a little bit more, you guys. He said his opinion isn't made up about Nader, and he has been accused of terrible things. Marty says he doesn't feel that great tonight. He wants to go to the pool. He can't believe he was deceived by Cyrax. He thought Cyrax really wanted to mend fences tonight. He said he definitely needs more facts on Nader. Chat is now telling him about the videos that are out there of Nader. They specifically bring up like Sam's Bar Lounge. He says that does make him pause a little bit. That does make him take a pause, stop and pause. He says he just doesn't really know any of the facts yet. He needs more info. Marty is learning more info about Foodie Beauty from the chat. And he says, that's it for me. He ends with the Ram Ranch song that I don't ever listen to. So I leave. That's it. That's all. I said, looking through comments, a lot of links were left regarding Nader, and I can't wait to see what Marty thinks. So that's what I had to say on that. All right, let me pull up the chat on my phone, you guys, so I can hang out with you guys for a little bit. This has been a wild live stream, you guys. I don't know how else to describe it. All right, let me pull up my phone. Okay. Barbie said, gotta respect Marty. At least he's very truthful. He is. I've noticed that. He's very honest. He's just not making up his opinion yet on, I guess, anything until he reads through all the facts. He said that the things he's heard does definitely like make him think and want to learn more. So I'm sure he'll be looking into the videos that everybody sent him. Yeah, Barbie, we are mischievous, but most are down to earth and cool as long as you're not a weirdo or making yourself a target or just being, yeah, I understand, Glenn. Yes, Dr. Ray, but he's loyal to a fault with Foodie Beauty, unfortunately. Are we talking about Pete's? Blue Jay said, if he offered Pete some Skittles and $50, he might. I wonder if Pete would ever talk to Marty. Do you guys think he ever would? I think he's too loyal. I think he'll always be loyal to Foodie Beauty for whatever reason. Mrs. Morris said there wasn't much going on in Marty's chat last night via Pootie Booty. I understand that. I think, yeah, I appreciate the breakdown. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help. I'm there watching anyways. And to be honest, I have to take notes or I'm not going to remember shit the next day. I'll remember like the gist of what happened, but definitely not details or in order. So I'm going to be taking notes anyways. I may as well share it for the people who don't want to view this because there's some people who aren't viewing that. I think Girl World in general, everybody's generalizing that like everybody's watching Marty and everybody's there. Some people are just looking for the recaps and the highlights. There are definitely some people who don't necessarily want to watch it, aren't necessarily against it. They don't want to get involved. They just want to know the highlights. So like, I'm here to help you guys out. It's a lot. It's a lot to watch. And his chat and his lives aren't for everybody. I think everybody's welcome, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not for everybody. Some people can't handle this language. Some people can't handle all the details of certain things. So, thank you, Shauna. I'm sorry my notes were kind of messed up today, but there was so much, like, I can't keep up. When Cyrax rages, it's like a mile a minute. I don't know how else to describe it, but I had to keep pausing. I tried to get like the most of what happened. Just know I didn't repeat any horrible language for a reason. What's the deal with Kaya? So Blue Jays, we talked about it in the beginning. It was a lot. I don't know if we want to end on the Kaya thing again. I suggest if you want to know what's going on with Kaya to go to replay. When this live stream ends, listen to that part again. It's very sad. It's very shocking. It's very disappointing. I don't know why I expected better out of her, I guess. I don't know how else to describe that. And it just, I will say this, it goes beyond just not knowing all the details. Like, she's full on blaming the victim and the charges are out there. He was charged with very serious crimes and the lack of accountability. Her and her boyfriend went on the panel last night of A What, and just their whole attitude. Like, she wanted it. She knew she was going to be doing this. She lied about her age. Like, it's just not okay, and it never will be. So it's a really heavy subject. The charges that come out are very, very serious. The charges are out there on Twitter, on YouTube. I'm just not posting them. Not even doing this live from my laptop. I'm doing it from a different device. My laptop would not fire up StreamYard. So um, if you want to know, I guess DM me. But if you really want to go find it, it's all over Twitter. Like, there's no not finding it. It's out there for everyone to see. Everybody's talking about it. Um, there's no way it could just be a mistake or the person lied like they want you to believe. It's much more, and it's very serious. It's very serious. She downplayed it a lot in the live she covered, and it's much more horrific than she let on to be. Yeah, a lot of girl world would not find Marty's stream their cup of tea. No, it's not for everybody, and I get that. Like, I don't talk how they do in my everyday life. I don't listen to the music they do. I'm not talking about the Goodbye to You song or Rock the Casbah. I'm talking about the other songs they listen to. However, I feel like I just put on some thick skin to be able to sit through it and report back to you guys. I just kind of do that. I don't know that this is gonna. I'm going to watch Marty forever or anything like that, but I'm definitely going to be reporting what happens in Gorl World with him. We all hope for the better for her, definitely. I hope maybe this will be a wake-up call for Kaya. I don't think so, because she was like, ride or die, and he did no wrong, and she's staying by her man. But maybe it'll be a wake-up call, and she'll hear how serious the charges were, not what he wants Kaya to think the charges were. I don't know. I just don't want to end on this stuff. So let's chit chat a little bit more. It's really heavy. It's really sad. I really just want to end this live stream and like go hug my daughter for the rest of today, to be honest. So if Foodie goes live or does anything later, we'll definitely cover it later on. Like I think after this live stream, we all just need to go be with our kids or our animals or our family, and or go do something positive, go make a difference in the world. I think we kind of need a girl world break for a few hours. So I really don't care if Foodie Beauty grows wings and flies. And while she's flying through Kuwait, she's picking up not Nader, Salah and Nader, and kissing them for the world to see. I don't care. Like, I don't care what happens. Like, we're not covering it for a few hours. I really just think we need some space from all the girl world right now. It's a lot. It's heavy. And I don't know. Let's go touch some grass. Yeah, Oz, you can share a link. Can I post a link here? Something. Wait, I can't share it though. I'm on an iPad. So on StreamYards on iPad, you can't share the screen. There's no option to. But you can share the link for everybody to go watch. As soon as this stream ends, if you want something positive and happy, please click on the link that Oz will share. She did, Desiree. Yeah, Marty runs in the School of Trolling, way choppier waters than Girl. It's nothing like Girl World. In Girl World, we can be very petty with each other, very catty with each other. We do the whole thumbnail wars, who could take the worst picture of whoever. We fight back and forth, but this is beyond all that. Just let you know, Marty's world and all of that is beyond just pettiness. So it's a whole different ball game. Yeah, we need to go touch grass. I have a link to a video specifically for that, Breezy. Are you on Twitter? Can you DM it to me and I'll share the link in the chat? If you can't, or Erin said she can share the link. Okay, Erin's going to share it. Thank you so much, Erin. I watched it today and it brought tears to my eyes. Wait, in a good way though, right? We don't want to cry anymore. So if it's in a good way, I can handle that. Desiree said Kaya made it seem to be a couple of kids that got in trouble. Like, yeah, that's definitely not what it is. That's definitely not at all what it is. Not even a little bit what she tried to make it seem like. So yeah, I don't know. It would just be really nice for her to take some accountability. Like, not even her, because she didn't do it, but I guess the way she's blaming the victim is very off-putting to me. I hope things change. I hope it's a wake-up call for whoever needs it. I hope wherever that victim is, she's doing amazing and she is so loved and has so much support. I truly wish that. Mrs. Morris said, if Foodie Beauty did fly into Montreal today, her plane landed minutes ago. So I guess if she's quiet today, we know why, right? Because she just landed. I think Erin has to find the video and share it, Oz. It just dawned on me. I think only mods can share links, right? So if you tell Erin what YouTube video it is, or even if you want to DM me really fast and let me know, and I'll go check Twitter, one of us can share it. So I thought I heard Kaya say there was no victim. That's what she said, but there was definitely a victim. It's documented there was a victim. So it's pretty bad too. It's not what she made it out to be, like a bunch of kids who one maybe was a year older and they had a relationship, but now they had to register as that. Do you know what I mean? She made it sound, not that that's okay, but I'm saying that's what it came across to me, and it's not at all what actually happened. I don't know. I won't be watching Sunday. I guess I'll wait to see if Jessica Muska recaps it and I'll watch there. I'm not giving my view to those people. And again, this goes beyond, I want to say too, like I've gone through addiction. I have a past where I was getting arrested for drunk in Publix all the time, things like that. So like, I usually understand when people are like, I have a past, like this happened. This I can't get behind. I can't find reasoning. I can't. And the lack of accountability, they're still blaming the victim. I can't. I can't. Um, what is the channel and video? I'll find it. Okay, so it's called Chimpanzee Reunited with Newborn Baby After Nearly 2 Day Separation. Oh, okay, that's a good video, Oz. If Erin can find it, she'll definitely link it. More than one victim, but only one conviction. Yeah, and the one that he was convicted over, like the charges were bad. Like I said, you just don't get placed on a registry for 25 years. You just don't. That doesn't happen by mistake. It's yeah. Oh, you saw it and cried? The chimpanzee one? Erin said, do you know the name of the channel, Oz 2? It's a short. Okay, now I'm looking for it because I definitely want to have it up on my phone. Chimpanzee Reunited, if I could spell, with baby after 2 days. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to share the short. I don't know which one to... Well, there's a whole bunch of different videos on it, but I'm just going to share the one I see right now. Wait, let me watch it first because I've clicked on links before that were not at all what it was supposed to be. Okay, this is it. I think I got it. I think I got it, you guys. Let me share it in the chat. Oz would really like it if everybody would check out this video. Please, you guys. Her reaction was amazing. I'm going to watch it after this. I definitely am. I need some like feel good stuff right now. I really do. I'm going to watch it. Then I'm going to scoop up my daughter and give her the biggest, longest hug I've ever seen. And we are going to go out on a bike ride. That is what we are going to do. So you guys, I would say let's shake off the bad vibes and negativity. I just don't know that there's any shaking it off. I hope that everybody just leans on each other right now. If you're hurting, I can't imagine what it's like to, you guys went through it with me. You know what I mean? Like not at all the same charges, but finding out like things and it must be like, what the heck? Even though I was very honest about my past, I guess I wasn't detailed specifically. But I know like a lot of people were shocked and like upset, and it's a lot finding out horrible things about your favorite creator. It's a lot. So just lean on each other for support right now. Talk to people if you need to. Dial 988 if you're struggling with your mental health at all. It's a hotline. I think it's a national hotline. So you can dial 988. You can talk to somebody. And what do you mean, where did Chantal go? Well, she might be on a plane back. She might. She may not be. She might watch this live and go live right after on her blue couch that she's now morphed into. I don't think so either, Yusuf. Unless she ditched the person, I don't think it's redeemable or forgivable. That's my opinion, though. I wasn't the biggest like Kaya stan, so I don't know. In my opinion, it's not forgivable. But for people who've watched her for a long time, I don't know if they're going to look past it. I have no idea. Nikki said that video is so cute. Thanks, today has been rough. Yeah, I hope Foodie Beauty goes live eventually later, and it's like something we can laugh at about her. Like I really am hoping for that because we need a better day from here on out. We just do. Erin found 2 shorts and linked them above. Thank you so much, Erin. Shauna said, I don't know if anyone likes to craft, but Dollar Tree has fun Halloween season crafts now. Something fun to do. They already have their Halloween stuff. Like the stuff where you can paint like the wooden pumpkins and like the black cats and the witches. I'll definitely go stop by Dollar Tree today. Maybe we should do like a fun craft. Like, I don't care if it's something for a 5-year-old. I want to paint a pumpkin. Like, I'll do it. Maybe we should plan something like that. Do like a little fun Halloween craft. Get into the Halloween spirit. Like, I'm ready for fall to be here. I just Erin shared the chimpanzee short. Thank you so much. I do too. I'm gonna go look and see what I find at Dollar Tree. If it's those little wooden things I'm thinking of, and it has like 3 different colors of paint, like you guys might want to go and buy like 1 or 2. I think I'm gonna buy 3. I have a ton of acrylic paint and stuff like that here, so like I don't care if it only has 3. But like I love doing those every year with my nephews. I do them with my daughter. Like maybe we could just do it as a channel and just have fun, decorate our pumpkins crazy. I don't know. I think that would be fun. And it's cheap. Like, it's a cheap craft. So, I know in this day and age, like, life is expensive, but like, I think we can do the little $3 crafts. Like, I think we can do it. Um, let's do it. I want to. These kind of reactions make the world a beautiful place. Oh, Simona, the little chimpanzee was so happy. See, I can't, I have a hard time with videos like that. But I'm gonna watch it. Like, I can't even watch Dumbo. Let me tell you, I cannot watch Dumbo where she's in jail and she's swinging her little baby. The mom is swinging her little baby, singing that really sad song. Like, I can't watch it. Like, I don't know. I think because of me, like, having been, away from my daughter until I got better, until I was sober, even though I was never fully away, there was some nights definitely in rehab, I couldn't hug her and hold her, and it really got to me. So, like, my little heart breaks, but like, I want to see them get reunited. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Ray said, I love doing crafts. We have a laser cutter and the tumbler and t-shirt presses. That's so cool, Ray. Oh my gosh, how fun. You should do some crafts on your channel. I'm sure you do, but you should do more if you have all that. Wow, you really should. Now I'm curious. Dr. A said, I may be a white woman, but I am adoptive mom and have Black children and now Black grandkids. The rate of abusive to our Black teenage girls is that overlooked in our society is unbelievable. I believe it. I believe it. And I know how you feel. Like, it's stuff. I don't know how else to describe this. Being a mom to a biracial child has opened my mind and made me more aware of things I never thought about before. I never thought about before. And it's really true, Dr. A. It's really true. You have to watch it, Breezy. I'm going to. I definitely am. Desiree said, Disney movies always kills or separates. Why? I know. Why? I wish they would stop that with Disney movies. Sometimes I just want to watch a movie without anybody dying or parents and families being separated. Sometimes I just want to watch a happy Disney movie. I don't know. The only one I could think of that didn't truly depress me and I really liked was Encanto. I loved that Disney movie. I mean, I love all of them, but do you know what I mean? Like, in some aspect, way, shape, or form, like, it ends up being depressing for a certain part of it. Hey, Rudy, it is, what time is it? It's 11:30 here for me. Well, gonna be 11:30. All right, you guys, I do need to go for now. I do need to go, but I am sure I will be back later with foodie updates. Right now, just go do something that makes your heart happy. Go hug your kids, go hug your dog, your cat. Um, Go be out amongst your garden, whatever makes your soul shine and your soul smile and your heart absolutely happy. Like, I really wish you would go do that right now. We deserve to feel a bit of happiness right now. We do. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great evening, wherever you are. And just be there for each other right now, okay? And I will see you so soon. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me. Bye. I will enjoy it. Thanks, Nikki. All right, bye, you guys.